gonna have you guys walk with me. I'm gonna walk to one of the stores down the street from me. I'm gonna show you where I'm sure we have a new supermarket. They just opened up, I think, about a month ago or so, something like that. Hey, everybody! Starting to turn fall here. Hey. So what if I look a mess? I don't care. Y'all know me by now. I don't give a crap. I didn't feel like this today. I wanted to be lazy, but that's okay. It's good for me. Got a different phone, and I need to go buy I need to buy a charger for it though. There's a part, I don't know what it's called. It connects to the cable, and it didn't come in the box, so I know pretty soon my battery's gonna go low. It's gonna power down. So I gotta find a source for connectivity. Sooner the better. But actually, I can do without it, but it's just for safety purposes. It's just good to have a connection to help, in case you need it. I do social media to give back, and to try to encourage people and stuff like that, and just give you a glimpse into my life and stuff like that, and the mundane things, my little simple life, but I'm blessed. I can control, I'm in a situation where I can control my stress levels, I'm in control of that. No amount of material things I've had can compare to what the piece that I have now. I know what it's like to try to keep up with the Joneses and having this car and having that car. I've had Volvos, I've had Mazdas, I've had Audi, I've had whatever. But there's a car payment with that too. Hyundai, new stuff, but I don't want to keep up with the car payment, because if I work for somebody else right now, if I had all the other stuff, I'd have to work for somebody else right now, because I'm not really earning a lot yet, Hi, I'm just gonna. I know, I'm just letting you go because I'm slow. I'm not trying to be mean to you.
It's okay.
I'm just slow. I just wanted to give you a chance to pass me. Sorry. Anyway, this little area is, through the past couple of years I've shown you. It used to be thriving when I first moved out over here almost 30 years ago. It was busy, kind of, but it's gone downhill. Which is sad. But the rest of the neighborhood is nice. I live in a nice neighborhood. I can't lie and say I don't. I do. I live in an older part of the city. People overlook it. They think I don't know what they think, but they're overlooking something. They're overlooking the gym. That's fine. I keep talking about it in my videos, but my videos don't get out to that many people, so the chances of people hearing about me talking about my area is slim. But it's really I mean, you know, you got social problems everywhere. It's how you try to navigate interacting with folks, you know. If you're with your family, if you guys just have if you have a tight-knit family, just keep it that way and find groups and places that fit your lifestyle. I'm blessed because I live in a neighborhood that has every religion in it, and we all get along with each other. Now they just built a. I'm gonna show you the reason why I'm walking with you today, even though my battery's low, because I want to walk past the new grocery store and show you. I lose track of days because I'm working for myself right now. I'm not really making money because I'm training, and I don't know what I'm doing right now because I can't. This is the kind of job I can't mess up on. The good thing is I'm working at it at my own leisure, on my own time. But when I'm stressed out and crap, I can't concentrate, and that throws me off from studying and crap. Cause I can't with this when I get started doing whatever this is, I can't make. I mean, I could get, it could be a problem for me if I make a mistake and don't catch it and correct it. You know, so I can't mess around. And when it comes to because I work hard for my credentials, I have to test and do crap like that for different certifications that I get, that I go after. You have to, a lot of them, you have to have certain credentials, which require you to study and pass exams and stuff like that. And then, depending, a lot of the jobs I've had, I couldn't make mistakes hardly. You're gonna make mistakes, but it had to be very little. Because I was dealing with money, and they wasn't playing that. They'll fire you. I mean, they know you're not going to be perfect, but they wanted you to be so close to 100% that you could stick your tongue out and touch it. 97 was if you was at 97%, that was like flunking. If you were considering it like a class, if your stats was like at a 97 in some of my jobs, out of 100, that was considered flunking. Like if you was in class out of 100% test, 97% would be considered flunking. Oh, there's a new store. See? Nice. I gotta go in there. I go to Halal Market to get my meat and some stuff. It's on the other side over there. I go to them too. They had another market I usually went there for the restaurant. They had a little grocery store, but they built a big old cafe now. So it's a big old store, and I used to get my lamb from them, but I mostly would go to these folks for my food. If I didn't want to cook, I had family come in or something like that, we'd eat. So I got to get in there. They just opened it up recently. I don't think it's barely a month old. So it's been real recent, if that. So you can sit outside and stuff like that and just chill. My neighborhood is cool. Do we have problems sometimes? Just like any neighborhood. I worked in affluent neighborhoods and laboratories where, their behavior was worse, some of them folks. But you didn't hear about it on the news too much because it was the affluent people. So they was able to keep stuff quiet, however they did it. So, but yeah, I love my neighborhood because it's everybody. It's all of us. It's like every race, every religion. And even in the city, it's like I said, you got social problems everywhere. That's to be expected. No, does anybody like it? No. That's why we have enforcement. You know, that's the last thing, that's the last result, you know, that should be. But it happens, unfortunately. But all of that aside, I live in a nice city. They have some problems, yeah, they do. That's why you have to pick and choose what you do and when you do it, and who you do it around, you know. But most of the time, my neighborhood is real neat, and you know, you very seldom see stuff like that trash like that. Very seldom do you see crap like that. This is one of the few times I've ever seen trash like in the street like that. That's usually clean. You see some little stuff here and there, but mostly is nice. And people just overlook this side of town. I don't know, they're crazy. They think it's, I don't know, they think it's rough or something like that. No, it's not. There's not a whole lot of kids over here. It's an older neighborhood. There's some kids, though, that's overlooked because it's an older neighborhood. They think, and then they think it's bad or something over here. Y'all, it's not. You see, right? This is how it is for miles on this side of town. And it just gets better the further away you go. It just gets nicer. That's the newer stuff out, you know. I'm on the outer edge though. I've had a house in the city though, you know. It just depends on where you want to live. A lot of the more younger people live in the city. I'm gonna stop it.